Hi, I'm Anthony from bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com. In this video we will explore the 3 most beautiful blues chords to improvise with. A lot of people think improvisation is only for soloing, that you can only play scales and improvise with them, but this isn't true. You can improvise with chords as well, and it's equally as satisfying, to be honestly, to do this with chords. And here we will improvise with 3 very beautiful blues chords. We will also see these chords being played a lot in jazz music, soul music, and other derivatives as well. But we will look at first how to finger those chords. And the first chord we will improvise with is the 9 chord. I will use it in a little improvisation together with the other chords as well here. So this chord over here is a 9th chord. We will, you can look at the image below the video to see how to play this chord. But essentially I use my middle finger here on the A string, 5th fret, my index finger on the D string, 4th fret, and then we can just place a bar with our 3rd finger here. Or if you're experiencing difficulties with this bar over here, you can also finger it with the 3rd finger on the G string and the pinky finger on the B string, both at the 5th fret. So this is a really cool chord to be using in blues music. We see it all the time being used in soul, gospel music, because it's in jazz, because it's so soulful, this chord, and it sounds so smooth. While the normal dominant 7th chord sounds very harsh, bluesy, we have a very more sweeter sound here with this 9th chord. And we can improvise with those chords by playing them all over the fretboard. And of course, if we do so, this is atonal. We aren't thinking of any key, but if we're just playing by ourselves with any other accompaniment, we can just play atonal if we want, and we can improvise with those chords in a key, but we can improvise it without keys as well. And I'm using a little chord slide over here. By sliding into the chord, I place my fingers 1 fret lower than the actual target note, the actual target notes we need, and then I slide into the chord, which makes it sound more elaborate. And then we can do the same thing with the other beautiful sounding chords over here. For example, we have the minor 7 chord here, and we can play this chord in another way as well, and many other ways, but a lot of people play the minor 7 chord as in a normal bar chord, as in the minor chord with the root on the low E string, but without the pinky finger here. And if you lift up your pinky finger, this is a minor 7th chord as well. But by not playing the 5th string and this fingering, we have a more jazzier feel. It sounds a bit more sophisticated, because we don't have this little power chord here on the lowest 2 strings, as in the chord shape with the bar here. So the fingerings, you can follow along with the image to see how to play it, but are essentially here middle finger on the 5th fret low E string, and then we have a little bar with the 3rd finger on the D, G and B string. So this would be A minor 7 chord. We can play it all over the neck here. And the name would of course change, but we can play it also with in an atonal fashion. We can just improvise with this chord by playing it anywhere and just listening to the sound that it evokes. And then we can go to the 9th chord again. And then the last beautiful blues chord we will look at here is the major 7 chord, being used a lot in jazz but also in blues. Certain blues songs use it a lot. And we have a major 7 chord with the root here on the A string. Follow along with the image below to see how to play it. We have essentially here an F major 7 chord. My index finger is placed here on the 8th fret, the F note, on the A string. Then we have the 3rd finger on the 10th fret on the D string, the index finger on the G string 9th fret, and then pinky finger takes the 10th fret at the B string. And again, we can shift this chord to anywhere it sounds well and improvise with it. And we can play the 9th chord as well. Together with the minor 7th chord, this would sound like. And improvising with chords in this manner is good for your technique, because you need to finger those chords right on and you need to develop your technique with these chords. And this is on another topic, but improvising with chords can be really fun, like it's the same with improvising with scales. So let me know in the comments what you think of it, if you do this as well, or any comment is very welcome on this video if you appreciate the effort. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also take a look at the website at bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com. There are plenty of free resources that you can download there, like a fully free blues guitar ebook on playing rhythm guitar, where I take you through the ins and outs of switching between chords and riffs and how to further your blues rhythm playing.